What's up everybody, Glitch here, and I am bringing to you today a game between FXO Moonglade and OGS Hero. This is a game I am super excited to cast. I am so excited to cast this game. This is a game between two Korean players. Hero from OGS, obviously a very, very well-known, I almost called it a clan. Team, clan, too much World of Warcraft. A really good team from Korea. Hero, obviously, if he's in OGS, he must be some kind of good. FXO Moonglade, also a very well-known player. Very, very good Zerg player. So I am super excited for this game. Hoping to see some good stuff go down. This is a ZVP on Xel'Naga Caverns. We see a Scout Overlord coming out, and a Scout Drone from OGS Hero coming up to check the haps in FXO Moonglade's base. No pool going down, nothing yet. Let's see, on the hero side of things, we're getting some probes chrono boosted. So far, very standard. Very, very standard. We're seeing a 14 gas go down by FXO Moonglade. OGS Hero does scout this. This usually implies that there's no fast expand coming, or at least not immediately, not the super fast kind of expand, but probably some Zergling speed, some early Zergling speed. Some drone harass going on here by OGS Hero. Doing the old school, oh nope, never mind, I was going to say he was doing the old school style of harass where you just attack the drones, but he did start to do the mineral glitching trick. The mineral glitching trick is where you take your probe and you start mining on one of their mineral patches, not long enough to actually steal minerals, but just long enough so that the other drones that are trying to mine on it can't, because there's something mining that mineral patch already. So the drones start glitching out and start going to other mineral patches and things, and it basically prevents mining of one mineral patch. Really, really annoying. Really annoying. OGS Hero expecting a expand coming out here, sending his probe down to Moonglade's natural just in case he tries to expand, so he can try to block it and try to delay that expansion. On OGS Hero's side of things, we do have a Zealot coming out. Gateway is down. Cybocore also coming up right now. Very standard opening of Gateway Gas Core Gas. This is a very common opening by Protoss players. It allows you to do a lot of different things. Allows you to get some pretty decently fast gas. Allows you to get that warp gate research right away, and then allows you to pump out stalkers and eventually some sentries and things, because it gives you enough gas to do so. Up in the top, that probe was chased away by some Zerglings, and FXO Moonglade has thrown down his hatch. Not too much delay there. I'm sure he's very excited about that. We do have an Overlord coming in here to scout what's going on, because I believe, I was going to say before now, OGS Hero, or FXO Moonglade, has not spotted what Hero is doing in his base. These Zerglings getting denied any kind of scout by that Zealot, holding position there, blocking that tiny little gap that Protoss players love to make oh so much. Let's see, Moonglade's holding the Xel'Naga towers, give him a lot of vision of the map, but this Stalker coming in to deny those Xel'Naga caverns. I'm not actually sure why he's running away. He should have kept at least one there, but whatever. He's Moonglade. He does what he wants. Second Queen now on the field. Not spreading creep, surprisingly. I personally like to spread creep with my second Queen the second I get it, so that I can start to connect my two bases with creep, but FXO Moonglade is more interested in getting a lot of larva early. Can't fault him for that. Looks like he is still just droning really hard. Gonna try to get this natural super saturated. OGS Hero still on one base. Oh, and he does have a Stargate up. Coming out of that Stargate, we've got a Void Ray, and I don't think Moonglade has seen that. No, he is sending in the Scouting Overlord right now, and OGS Hero is going to attack this Overlord, try to deny that scouting. Oh my god. Oh, and there he sees it. He sees the Stargate going down. He can now expect some kind of either Phoenix play or Void Ray play. He is sending some Zerglings around the back, maybe to test for, or to check both for expansions there, make sure that he's not doing any sneaky expanding over here to the side. He is expanding to his natural. Let's see how FXO Moonglade is going to react to seeing that that Stargate go down. He's not reacting too much. He's getting one more queen. Oh, two more queens, excuse me. He's got two more queens coming down so that he can try to hold off that Void Ray. I don't think he spotted the Void Ray. I don't think he actually saw the Void Ray coming down. But he did see the Stargate, so he's definitely suspicious. Still droning pretty hard. Got a couple extra queens. He's not worried. No big deal. Got to hold off of a little bit of a Void Ray or Phoenix pressure. No problem. I'm sure FXO Moonglade is used to dealing with this all of the time. Back on Hero side, how is he going to follow up this Void Ray? I'm actually interested to see. Don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on that Void Ray. Nothing's happening with that Void Ray. He is following it up with a few more gateways. He's now got 4 gateways on the field. But I think once this expansion comes up, he'll probably just spend some time trying to get that saturated. This Void Ray just poking around, trying to see what kind of damage he can do from the outskirts, but he knows that Moonglade has those queens, and that it's going to be a little tricky to do any kind of serious harass right now. Not a whole lot he can do. Here comes a Zergling attack coming in from the side. Oh, gets there just as the drones come in, but he doesn't look like he's actually going for the drones. He's actually just trying to see if he can get a Stalker kill or two off. And he doesn't manage to get any, I do not believe. Yes, if we look at the units lost tab, so far, OGS Hero has lost nothing. Absolutely nothing. Zero, nada, zip. Some creep spread going down across the map now. I like it. I like it a lot. Queen coming in for the inject, I guess. You wouldn't think that this would be a problem, seeing as he should have 4 queens, right? Ah, the Void Ray. I missed it. I must have missed it. The Void Ray must have been back. Nope, nope, nope. I lied. Void Ray still flying around. Queen's just up there to spread creep. Zergling's still kind of wandering the map. Not really a whole lot going on at the moment. This Zergling coming in to scout, try to see what's going on. Checking the unit composition, checking for anything moving out. This is a Zergling that I love to have. I always have this Zergling here. If you can help it, you should always have a Zergling near the front of the ramp. It costs 25 minerals, for God's sake. It's a 25 mineral investment to know exactly when they're coming out to attack you. It's so critical as Zerg to know ahead of time when an attack is moving out to come hit you, because Zerg is really kind of a reactive race. You have to see what's going on, scout what they're doing, and you always have to react. We don't have that option to just blindly build units like Protoss and Terran tend to do. They tend to kind of do what they want. They can kind of do what they want and be relatively safe. Marine Siege Tank, always good, especially against Zerg, but it's very good. Zergling counterattack coming in here. Gonna try to do some damage, but this is all pretty well walled off. I don't think he can get in there. He's scared that if he comes in here to attack this mineral line, all those sentries will just force field it off and his Zerglings will just get stuck inside. Oh, trying to sneak by, but it is not gonna happen. He needs to be really careful with those Zerglings. All these sentries with almost full energy on all of them can just throw down some force fields and trap those Zerglings so easily. Moonglade needs to be sure he does not let that happen. Still just droning up for the most part. He is getting his +1 missile attacks and +1 carapace, and his spires coming up. We've got some Colossus coming out on the field now for OGS Hero, but no major engagements yet. Both players just kind of taking their time, macroing up, building up an army. FXO Moonglade's now on his 3rd. Probably going to even spend some more time getting some more drones up. He's doing a small worker transfer. Hydra's now up on the field. Interesting. This is something I'm starting to see less and less with Zerg players these days. A lot of times, Zerg players become reluctant to use Hydralisks now because of those scary Colossus. Those Colossus just can do... they can just do so much damage to Hydralisks. Hydralisks just go down so fast to Colossus, so... Well-controlled Colossus almost always beat Hydralisk, and it's just... Oh, and there comes the Colossus, and sure enough, Hydralisks are forced to back out, and Moonglade is going to lose that 3rd. More Hydralisks coming in. I don't know why he's building more Hydralisks. I'm not a fan of Hydralisks against Colossi. Anytime I see Colossi, Hydralisks are just the last thing I want. Hydralisks, don't get me wrong, they're great units. They do amazing DPS. They have amazing DPS as long as they have something to take damage for them, like roaches. But here we just have Zerglings and Hydras, so it'll be interesting to see if this works out. engagement here. This is not looking too great for Moonglade. Oh, I think Hydralisk was just not the best of choice. Looking at the food count now, Moonglade is way behind, 75 to 109. OGS Hero taking his third. For some reason we're pinging on this side of the map. I'm not sure why. There's just pings going down. Probably a misclick. But FXO Moonglade really needs to get some units up quick. Needs to get some Corruptors to deal with. He does have a Spire up. I don't know why he's not taking advantage of that. Just for that Colossus, I would get a couple of Corruptors up. Just enough to do some harassment to force him to pull that Colossus back. Just so that his Hydras have some time to do damage to these Stalkers. Creep spread coming down. Oh, that Creep Tumor's gonna get spotted. Oh, that's always the worst. I hate that. That's the worst thing in the world when they destroy your Creep Tumor. The one that you're moving forward and you're like, crap, now I gotta walk a queen all the way out here. Oh my god. And then it just gets sniped by something, and then that's just the worst. Moving out onto Creep now. Always got to be a little bit risky as Protoss or Terran when you're moving out onto Creep, because the second you move onto Creep, you're moving into dangerous waters. The Zerg units are quick on Creep. FXO Moonglade actually expanding, double expanding, trying to take his third back and try to get his gold expansion up. This is risky because I don't know whether this army composition right here can deal with this. This is a lot of stuff. This is the prototypical Protoss death ball that Zerg players worry about. It's obviously not a max death ball. These things get way bigger and way scarier. This is the 153 food death ball. Zerg's, he is macroing though. He's macroing up finally getting some Corruptors in there. I wouldn't get too many more Corruptors if I were him. He is getting some upgrades, getting that Zerg missile attacks level 2, getting his Glial reconstitution for his roaches, because those roaches will now be able to take some of that damage. Taking that Xel'Naga tower, but OGS Hero swinging around for an attack on this gold expansion. Moonglade rallying his troops. I don't know. This is kind of a risky engagement right now. Trying to dance these Corruptors around, trying to see if he can pick off one of those Colossi. Oh, and the expansion is gonna go down. He does not get to keep that gold. Corruptors moving in. Moonglade really sketchy on moving in. Oh my gosh, this is such a good move by Hero. He took out that base. He's not going to just push in, or maybe he is just going to push in. Alright, those Corruptors doing massive damage. He needs to get those Colossus back. He's just letting those Colossus take so much damage. Oh my god. Oh, but he's not worried. He is not worried. He's got another Colossus on the way, and he's just got a ton of Stalkers. There is not much Moonglade can do about this. This is just not... Oh man. Those early Hydralisks, I think are what did it. There's no way you can hold off those early Hydralisks. It's just too much. Or sorry, those early Hydralisks. They just don't do enough damage against Protoss units. I'm just not a fan. I would love to see some Hydralisks used well. Idra tends to favor them actually. I've seen Idra do some amazing Hydralisk drops actually. Hydralisk drops on the mineral lines that just decimate mineral lines pretty quickly, that can be very effective. But I'd really like to see some Hydralisks used well. Like I said, I really try to stray away from them just because they just don't do the kind of damage that I want them to do, and they just die way too fast. Way too fast. But that was a good game anyway. Well played by OGS Hero. Complete Hulk smash of FXO Moonglade, who just didn't have the right unit composition to deal with it. Good game, guys. Alright, thank you for watching. Tune in again. I am Glitch. Subscribe. Please leave comments. Leave comments. What would you like to see? What could make these casts better for you guys? If you guys have suggestions, please leave comments below. Alright, take care, guys.